Today we start Season 3 of the Baylor Dynasty, and a lot of expectations for this Baylor team are upon us as we go into the season ranked around the top 30. So we are a fringe ranked team. We won 7 games last year, which was an improvement from the 4 that we had won in year 1. And from year 1 to year 2, there was a massive roster overhaul. An influx of freshmen and transfer portal players walked in, and while some of those transfer portal players graduated, we still have guys like Spencer Fano, Darren Agubian, an edge rusher, alongside Samuel Pemba, Tavoris Jones. So we have those guys. And of course, all of our freshmen who played last year are back better than they were the year before. Josh Beckett, Tyree Dobbins, and a whole host of other guys. There's a lot of reason to be excited here in Waco, and the recruits are agreeing more interest than years previous, and we even have a 5-star on our board, something that we have not been able to get not only in this series, but Baylor, just 2 5-star players in their school history, and they haven't even really, gotten one in about a decade at this point. So a lot of excitement, a lot of expectations for this Baylor team, and we start off at home against Sam Houston. These first 2 seasons haven't been the kindest to us when it comes to our early season struggles. In year 1, we started 0-5, of course, and in year 2, not quite as bad, but 0-2. And we have struggled in our non-conference games, but we are better than we were previously, and we want to start off a lot faster than we did in years previous, and we are heavy favorites against Sam Houston as Josh Beckett. He's sporting his new number change here on an early 3rd down, and Beckett's going to tuck and run, and Beckett just gets the first down. He is rocking the number 4 for this season and beyond. Play action, and Beckett's going to roll left. He's going to throw it on the run, and that's going to be caught. It was intended for one guy, but Dobbins came up with it, basically thrown right at him, and now Tavoris Jones on the ground, finding a lane and picking his way through, but a flag is on the play. And that's going to be on the freshman tight end, Tank Cherry. One of the things we are worried about with him is his lack of blocking ability, and he immediately holds on one of his first plays. Now it's going to be 2nd down and long. Beckett throwing on the run, floating one up there, and that's going to be caught by Dobbins inside the 5-yard line, and Beckett hands it off. Tavoris Jones finishes it off, and Baylor with a great opening possession. Even the penalty couldn't hold us back, and now Sam Houston's going to take over. It's going to be quarterback Silas Gomez handing off to DJ McKinney for a 1st down, and now 2nd down and long. McKinney now out wide. He has the grab, and he gets by Intersoggin and gets it close. 3rd down and short as he's back in the backfield. They're going to hand it to him, and McKinney has the 1st down, and a lot more than that. Baylor's defense struggled on the ground. May have been one of the best rushing offenses, but they were also in turn one of the worst rushing defenses, and it's already coming to be on display. For the first drive of this season, we would have wanted to come out a little bit better than that on the ground, and an option here on 3rd down. Baylor gets the stop. There's a flag on the play, and it looks like it's not going to matter holding on the offense. We're obviously going to decline that, make them kick the field goal. But Baylor's defense last season, one thing they were really good at was bending, not breaking, forcing a lot of field goals in the red zone. We want to do a little bit better of preventing teams from even getting to the red zone, but now the offense takes over, and there is a new player, Alejandro Easy, with the grab. He was a freshman wide receiver we redshirted last season. He really developed pretty well, taking a big jump, and he's going to earn the slot job for us. And now we have Tank Cherry, our freshman tight end. Cherry with a catch and run. That's going to be what he is good at. Potentially our biggest loss in the offseason was All-American tight end Michael Trigg, so we are going to need to replace that production of a guy who got over 700 yards and, was a really spectacular player for us. And now we have LeBeau Wentworth, the LSU transfer, converting a 1st down. Want to see what he has to offer for us as a potential 2-year player for us, as Beckett will get a hit. He gets the option out. Tavoris Jones, but there's a flag on the play. Jones gets it to the 1, and a familiar sight as Ebaselli is on the hold. He is a very talented player, but definitely a grabby one. As 3rd down and long, we got the hookup to Tyree Dobbins, and it's going to be short of the marker. 4th and inches, though. We are definitely going for a heavy package. Beckett sweeps, cuts it inside, and Josh Beckett has the touchdown. He wanted to go outside, but he's seen the lane that opened up, and he took it and goes untouched for the end zone. And now it's 14-3 Baylor, as Sam Houston had a lot of time there. But look at Samuel Pemba. He dropped back in coverage, and he got the swat. He He can do it all, it feels like, and he's maybe primed for a massive senior season. Third down, and just throw the football away. Good coverage, and now Baylor with good field position. Tavoris Jones on the edge, and Jones, a speedster, gets it for a first down, exactly 10 yards. Now we jump ahead, 4 yards to go here, and then we go underneath. That's going to be Alejandro Easy. He's a little guy, but he is a absolute technician in the slot, and the type of player we were lacking maybe last year. We want a great route running kind of slot. Just give him the ball, a chain mover type, and he could potentially be that for us. Beckett now, second down. He's going to be rolling out and just using his speed, getting on the edge, stopping, throwing, and that's going to be caught. Second time already, these off-script plays caused someone else who wasn't even the intended guy to catch the ball. JD Gibbs with his first grab, and now Beckett just throwing a dangerous one over the middle on third down. It's going to be intercepted. There were 3 guys in the area, and Beckett, don't know what he's seen there. And now Sam Houston takes over, and that's not going to matter, though. Safety, that might have helped us. We get 2 points and the football back. Beckett throwing up the sideline, caught. Alejandro Easy already making an impact early in his career. Beckett throwing underneath. That's going to be caught by Dobbins, and Dobbins trying to really establish himself as that #1 guy, especially with JD Gibbs coming in and being even better of a talent than Dobbins was coming in as a freshman. He doesn't want to get lost in the shuffle of all these talented weapons that we have. And there's another one. It's going to be the cornerback who was our wide receiver last year. That's Trey Bender. Trey Bender was a player we moved to cornerback in the offseason now that we have receivers that we like. But Trey Bender was a really effective receiver, so we wanted to get him involved, and he catches a touchdown. It's 23-3. First half is coming to an end, and Sam Houston's trying to get into field goal range, get something going right before the half, and they throw up the seam to the tight end, and he's going to have it. Thomas Jewett's going to get him into field goal range, and Sam Houston puts up 3. It's 23-6, and Sam Houston with the football. They're going to go to McKinney, who cuts back, and that's a nice play from him to get that first down marker. And maybe Sam Houston could go out here and score a touchdown on this possession. They'd have a lot of momentum on their side and feel like they can make a comeback here. But Baylor's been in control so far, and throwing one outside, that's going to be caught. They're moving the chains once again. Now we jump ahead, 3rd down and 4. Gomez got the screen set up to McKinney, and McKinney's got it. Another first down, so they're continuing to move things here. A 2nd down and 3. Gomez dropping back and throwing underneath. That's going to be caught, and they're in the red zone now. It's the best drive they put together all game, and now Intersaget on the nickel blitz. He rolled right into him, and it's a sack. 3rd down and long. Gomez to throw it, and he's got to get one into the end zone basically, but he's going to get sacked again, and the field goal unit's going to have to come out, but it's going to cut it to a 2-score game. It's going to be 14-point deficit, and Baylor takes over. That was a long possession, and Baylor hasn't seen the field on offense in a while. Beckett tucks and runs for a first down, and Baylor, if they could score one more time, they might be able to put this one away for good. Beckett, is he going to run it again? No, he's going to throw it on the run for Dobbins, and what a grab by Dobbins on the sidelines, and he is having a great opening day. Beckett, the running back, picks up the block. Tavoris Jones does a good job, and Beckett just so slippery, gets the first down in the red zone. Draw play, there goes Tavoris Jones, and he's got the first down. It's goal to go inside the 5, and Tavoris Jones having a great day to open his season, his 2nd touchdown. It is 30-9 here, 4th quarter underway. Gomez got maybe one more chance if he can get into the end zone. They've been held out, though, this entire game. Baylor's done a great job once again bending but not breaking, but you'd like to see them maybe have a little bit more dominance when it comes to not letting them drive down the field against a team that is inferior to them. Sam Houston, though, getting sacked here. At least the pass rush is doing their thing. A couple of sacks here, and now it's 2nd down and long, throwing underneath, and that's going to be a catch and run to set up a 3rd and manageable 3rd down and 5, but you're in 4-down territory. Gomez, the nickel blitz comes in again. This time he beats it, and it's going to be a first down, moving the chains, 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Gonna throw it, tipped around, and that's gonna be intercepted, and it's gonna be Carl Williams with it. That ball got tipped around on the RPO, and Baylor takes it away. Tavoris Jones now, he's gonna juke to the outside, and Jones with a chunk run, and he is doing a great job right now. Beckett's gonna keep it, he's gonna go inside, and now he's got a chunk run, and both guys getting involved on the ground, showing why they're one of the best ground teams in the nation. And now Beckett going to try to use his arm. No, he's going to use his legs once again. I think he could have got a bigger run there. The blocks were set up, but he just tried to conservatively just duck out of bounds, wanting to run the clock, run the ball. And I can understand that. Don't want to take a risk here. And now 4th down and 5 has approached us. We're going for it, throwing one outside, and that ball was late. It's intercepted. Both interceptions thrown to cornerback Tyler Bailey, but despite a 2-pick game, it's not really going to matter. And look at that, it's Trey Bender. He caught a touchdown earlier, and now he gets an interception to seal the game. And this is looking like we have an exciting player on our hands. Baylor takes home a 30-9 victory, no touchdowns allowed, and I felt like the passing game was a little up and down, but it's the first game of the season. You're going to have some struggles. There were some miscommunications, guys who weren't even the intended receivers catching the football, but catching the football nonetheless. And we had some guys, Tank Cherry, Alejandro Easy, redshirt freshman, true freshman, getting involved. The run game was doing their thing, so we obviously have no complaints there. Just maybe cut down on the 2 interceptions that he threw, even though the last one was... it didn't matter, you know, it didn't really mean anything. It was just a late game interception that he threw. The team went aggressive on 4th down, so it's whatever there, so you may not hold that one against him, but the first one definitely, you got to clean that up. Can't be thrown into 3 defenders. But Trey Bender, man, caught an interception to seal the game, and then also had a receiving touchdown. This team has some weapons. Bender was a guy who had over 500 yards receiving last year, and we still felt the need to move him to corner. We didn't need him at receiver. Alejandro Easy, he stepped into that slot role and immediately from game 1 showed that he could potentially be our guy in the slot. And then JD Gibbs, we didn't see much of him as a freshman in his first career game, but he's probably going to have some plays later on in the year. Tank Cherry is already a guy we're super fascinated by if he could just get better at the blocking aspect of things. Had a holding call, but it's another weapon to add. Tyree Dobbins had a great game as well, and we can celebrate the win for now, but that's the easiest game on our schedule. A little warm-up. Our next game is immediately a much bigger step up in competition. We take a sizable jump up in competition here in week 2. We're taking on a very talented Utah team. Utah, one of the better defenses in the country, and they are going to be what stands between us and potentially getting ranked. Both of these teams are unranked, but both of these teams are also on the fringe, and after an impressive win, Baylor is in that conversation. Not only that, this game, Spencer Fano transferred from Utah. He'll be facing his brother on the edge, Logan Fano. So, a very fun brother versus brother matchup, tackle versus edge, and Tavoris Jones leads this team after a spectacular game last week. Beckett's going to immediately tuck and run it, and he gets around the edge and gets the first down marker. And now Beckett on the speed option. He is going to have a flag on the play. Could have pitched it out, but it's not going to matter. It's going to be a hold, this time on Isaiah Robinson, the left guard. He is a very talented player on the NFL radar, but a hold there is going to set us back. It's going to be 2nd and long, make it 3rd and even longer, 3rd down and 20 plus. And this opening drive is not looking too good as Beckett going to just get sacked again. And Logan Fano got in there on the pressure. He got half a sack for that one. And now the punt is going to set them up in our territory off the bat. Now, when prepping for this game, I had to do a little bit of research on running back John Randall Jr. And I know that immediately sparks thought of, is it the Hall of Fame defensive tackle John Randall's kid? It is, in fact, not. It is the son of John Randall, former Kansas running back, and related to also Joseph Randall, former Cowboys running back. So he's still got some strong bloodlines nonetheless, and Baylor does a good job of getting a stop despite allowing the great field position. Utah's still going to get a field goal, but Baylor, good job to make sure that they don't get anything more than that. And now throwing over the middle, that's going to be the freshman wide receiver Pratt for the first down, his first career grab, and now it's going to be a play action. Tavoris Jones picks up the block, and we get Tank Cherry on the edge for a 7-yard gain to set up 3rd down and 3. And Beckett, he's got a lot of time, but nowhere to go with the football, and that's going to be over the head of a receiver, incomplete, and Baylor has to punt it away. Utah now with the possession, and that ball just bounces off the lineman, so we're going to catch a bit of a break there and get the football back in great field position. And this is maybe a field position type of game where you just got to battle and see if you can get in good opportunities to score. more. Baylor's going to see if they can capitalize off their great field position. Utah was only able to get a field goal when they had it. Can we put it in the end zone? Tavares Jones is going to get a first down, and we are already on to the second quarter. A fast-moving game is off the edge. That's Logan Fano, and he's got 1.5 sacks in this game, and he's doing a phenomenal job. I think he's winning this brother versus brother matchup. Quarterback Jay Tagaloa's got it on the ground, and he's going to get a first down marker at the 29-yard line. Now handing it off. There's Randall. He's got a lane, and Randall for the first down and more. And there goes Randall. Bender trying to chase him down. Can't do it. And Williams does instead. But Randall with a massive run. And now they're inside the 20-yard line. But Baylor with some good triple option defense there. It's third down and long. Tagaloa's got a clean pocket. A lot of time. Just nowhere to go with the football. He's going to run it. And he's got the first down. Definitely more of a runner than a thrower is Tagaloa. And now Randall cuts it inside the 5-yard line. Second down and goal. Make it third down and goal. And now handing it off, and that's a touchdown, Utah, and it's 10-0 Utes. And Baylor's got to do something on offense. They've struggled and make it more struggles as the fumble is going to be picked up by Utah, and now they got it immediately right back in the red zone, and that is disastrous for Baylor as you can't have possessions like that in this type of game. And now they're at goal to go. Third down and goal. It's going to be a broken tackle, and can he get to the edge? Randall is going to not really get any further. Baylor's going to make him hold to a field goal try. The kick is good, so good job from the defense once again salvaging and not breaking and allowing the touchdown. But Beckett and the offense really has to do something here to close this half. Minute and a half to play. Second and inches. It's going to be a handoff to Jones, and he's got the first down. You'd like to at least get 3. Don't get shut out in the first half here as Beckett dropping the throw. A lot of time, but nowhere to go with the football. He's extending the play. He's going to run it. Maybe could have thrown it downfield. Didn't want to, but Beckett now second down and 3. Under a minute to play. A lot of pressure in. It's incomplete, but there's a flag on the play, and they're going to call pass interference. A odd call, but there was definitely some contact down the field, but I don't know if it was really warranted. The ball got tipped, and I don't know, man. But fourth down and 5, Baylor's going to go for it here. They're going to try to steal more points potentially. They don't want to settle for 3. They get the first down. Baylor really wants the end zone here, and they're going to try a shot for J.D. Gibbs, and it's broken up. Second down now, less than 20 seconds to play, and Baylor got one over the middle. That's going to be caught. Timeout used. Third down and 2. Rollout design. Throwing one. End zone. And it's caught for the touchdown. And guess who? It's Trey Bender coming onto the field. The cornerback catches his second straight game with a touchdown. And now third quarter underway. Randall starts it off with a big run. Randall's been ripping us apart on the ground. And here's another carry for 10 yards and more. And now they're in enemy territory. But Baylor able to salvage that touchdown. And now it's a one-score game. But when you get a big play like that, it's going to be David Washington taking it inside the 10-yard line. They have not been able to pass it very well all game, and that's going to be a touchdown. Maybe the passing game is coming alive in this second half, and it's bad for Baylor right now. If we can't stop the pass, we at least get the sack here, and it's going to be a 12-point game. But Baylor's offense has struggled so much so far. Only had that one possession in a 2-minute drill, and now they're going to have to pump the football away. So Baylor going to have to come out here and get a stop. Intersagen with the swat outside. So now third down. Can we get off the field here? Give the offense a chance, and that's going to be underneath. He tries to fight for the first down, can't get it, and Baylor now takes over close to midfield, gets stopped on 3rd and 2, and we got to go for it now. Fourth down, and it's going to be the power package for Josh Beckett. He gets it, the old reliable, and now on midfield stripe, it's going to be Beckett outside. That's going to be caught. Tyree Dobbins, good job there, 2nd and inches. It's a handoff for Jones, and he finds the lane, and Jones has to get brought down by the safety, but a good run there. One of our best plays inside the 30-yard line, and up the seam, and Alejandro Easy sets us up. Goal to go, and now a full start. Spencer Fano not having a good game against his brother, backs us up. And now it's going to be first down and goal from about the 10-yard line. And Beckett, the other Fano brother, came in unblocked. And Dobbins is at least going to get us to the 1. Now heavy package. We're going to throw from it. And Dobbins, that's a play you'd probably rather be an incomplete pass. Third down and goal now. And the option, nowhere to go there. Fourth down and goal. A field goal does us no good. A 9-point game isn't really much. But now on fourth down, just got to get rid of it. Throwing one up in the back corner. It's incomplete. and Baylor now on third down needs to get a stop, and at least they get it, but our opportunities to score have been few and far between, and we need to get down the field quickly, and Tavoris Jones has a lane, and that's a quick way to get down the field. Can it go? Not quite. It's first and goal at the 1 though, and this time we're not going to be doing anything fancy here, throwing one. Tank Cherry, his first career touchdown, and that's going to put us down by 1 score. Baylor back in it, and on second down, getting the wrap-up tackle there. It's third down and 7. Can we get off the field once more? Another 3 and out. Tagaloa's going to try to tuck and run it again, and he is short of the marker. Baylor with the football back. 4 minutes to play. It's going to be play action. Beckett throwing one deep on third down. He's got Dobbins, and it's over his head. Incomplete, and now Baylor turns to the defense again, and that's a big play from Pemba. That's going to be a big stop in the backfield, third down and long, and Tagaloa, he's going to try to run it again. He can't get it, so Baylor's defense does their job. Good field position, under 2 minutes to play, and that's going to be intercepted. Beckett just struggling against this defense, and now we can't really afford any more mistakes, so you got to play perfect football from here on out. As under 2 minutes to play, can we get the stop with our timeouts? Second down turns to third down. Timeout used, and now Tagaloa is going to go to the air. They've only completed a handful of passes, and they're not going to complete one there on Carl Williams. We get the football back. We save a timeout, but we need a touchdown, and we need one now. Alejandro Easy got a step, and it's just out of his reach. It's third down, and Beckett, what has he got for us? Throwing one outside. That's Kaufmanstein, and he's got his first catch of the season, and it's inside the 40-yard line. Baylor, minute 15 to play. It's going to be a play action, and he's going to throw it, back shoulder for Dobbins. He's got it out of bounds, and Baylor's at the 25-yard line, first down and 10. Beckett's going to roll. He's got the speed to outrun the defense, and he's got a lane. He's got openings, and he's got 9 yards into the red zone. Just about a minute to play. Hand off to Wentworth. He's got the first down, and he's got more. Wentworth, touchdown, Bears, and Baylor has the lead. 2-point conversion, trying to make this a full 3-point game. They're not going to get it, but it's 20-19 Baylor. The offense did just enough. Can the defense end this one? Can they do it? Tagaloa is going to run it, and he's going to slide down, but he gets good progress. Second down and 4. Tagaloa to throw, and he's going to try to run it again. The spy stops him. It's third down and 1 now. As Tagaloa, he's going to throw underneath. It's broken up. Fourth down and 1. Can Baylor win it here? They're going to throw it. Screen set up, but it's blown up. Baylor stops him and somehow finds a way to win this one, and they maybe had no right to come out here on the road and pull this one off, and everything was struggling for this Baylor offense. Passing game had some mistakes. Beckett had a very not spectacular game with the amount of times he threw the football. I mean, if you throw the football over 30 times and only get about 150 yards, more often than not, you're going to lose. But the defense only allowed a handful of completed passes, did really good in the passing attack. And even if they were one-dimensional, having to run the ball as much as they did, and they succeeded on the ground, if you can't throw the football at all, it's going to be hard to win a game. It was a defensive battle. We knew that it was going to be a battle against that Utah defense, but Baylor's defense stepped up in the fourth quarter when they needed to, and Tavoris Jones with a big 50-yard run to set us up, and Dobbins had some nice plays. We had the Tank Cherry touchdown. A lot of guys stepped up in certain situations, even when other players weren't doing their usual good stuff. And the mark of a great team is maybe coming out here and stealing the occasional game that you maybe have no right to win. Good teams manage to find a way, and Baylor found a way, and that is enough for Baylor to find their way to the 24th ranking. As happy as we are to finally crack the top 25, we have to look down what's next for this team, and maybe their toughest game of the season. You've seen it if you scroll through what our next opponent is. We're going on the road against the 5th-ranked Dylan Raiola-led Nebraska Cornhuskers, and we could find ourselves outside the top 25 just as fast as we got in. But on national television, we have one of the biggest games in Baylor in years. This is a very meaningful game for a lot of reasons. It's not just it's a top 25 matchup, on national television in a sellout crowd here in Nebraska. It's also because the coach of Nebraska, Matt Rhule, the guy who brought Baylor to success. Matt Rhule was a great coach at Baylor, and he left Baylor to go to the NFL, but now he's back in college at Nebraska trying to rebuild them. And we love Matt Rhule here, but we have to take him down. We have to take down an NFL-level quarterback in Dylan Raiola. The offense is going to be out on the field first, and this packed crowd is going to be making a lot of noise as Beckett on second down going to roll left. He's going to run it in. Beckett's got the first down and a little bit more. He ducks out of bounds, trying to not take as many hits as he maybe did last year as Beckett, second down and 5. Going to throw one out to DeForest Jones, and Jones is going to just barely get the first down. Generous spot there, play action now on second down. Beckett gonna check one down to Tank Cherry, and Cherry gonna run over him, man. We're gonna be seeing more of Tank Cherry. I think he should be the starting tight end for this team as we throw a little screen into J.D. Gibbs, the freshman. Hasn't had any big-time plays yet, but we're going to hope to get him involved more as there's DeForest Jones for a first down, and Baylor with a great first drive, first down and 10. He's going to throw it over the middle. That's going to be caught. Dobbins has us at about the 10-yard line. First down, draw play. There goes DeForest Jones up the middle, and Baylor starts it off with a touchdown, and this crowd is going to go a little bit quieter, but Dylan Raiola on the offense has the ball and has themselves a first down already at the 40-yard line. Second down and 5. Raiola going to throw one outside. That's going to be caught for the first down. They're already at midfield. Now they're going to hand off to star running back Dante Dowdle, and Dowdle's got a big lane, and Dowdle's got a 20-yarder. Now they're already at about the 30-yard line, and Raiola's got a screen set up. He's going to get to Malachi Coleman, and Coleman, an absolutely great receiver, one of the better ones in the nation, helping this team be one of the top 5 teams in the nation for a reason, as Dowdle has a first down. It's goal to go for Nebraska, answering very well as it's going to be a little sweep, and the Jets sweep for Malachi Coleman. He's got a rushing touchdown. It's 7-7 as there goes DeForest Jones. Great blocking. Baylor, if there's one thing about him, their run blocking is spectacular. And out about midfield, it's going to be a little reverse. And there goes LeBeau Wentworth. We're busting out some tricks here. And Wentworth's got 12 and a first down. And now the second quarter is already upon us. 2 long drives took up that first quarter. And here goes Beckett rolling out, throwing one for the running back. And Jones gets it knocked out. It's 4th down and a field goal try. Casey, the freshman kicker, his kick is short. And he just didn't have the leg for that one. Nebraska's going to take over in pretty good field position. Raiola going to throw it, and that's going to be a 9 to 10 yard game. And not quite at the first down marker. Second down and inches. Handoff. They're going to sweep it, and there goes another first down chunk run on the ground. This team has 2 backs that they can attack with, not just Dowdle, but here he is. Dowdle going to get a spin move to the 30-yard line. Watch out for Quentin Ivies, who's also going to be carrying the football a couple of times this game, as Dowdle has a run, and he goes all the way. Bad angle taken by Casillas, and it's 14-7. Baylor had a hot start, but Nebraska is going to be an overwhelming team. They are one of the most talented rosters in the nation, and on 3rd down and 2, handoff to DeForest Jones. It's 4th and 1. In a game like this, you got to go big, and Beckett's going to get stopped in the backfield, but break out of it, and Josh Beckett, what a play. He broke free. He had him stopped in the backfield, and Nebraska's got to be sick over that one, and Beckett's going to keep this drive going, and he's got a speed, breaking a tackle, throwing one down the field. It's broken up, but Beckett's playing wild right now, and he's not going down easy. Second down, throwing one. That's going to be caught, and there's J.D. Gibbs, the freshman receiver, 30-yard line, and now man in motion at the 25-yard line. 3rd down. They're going to throw one. That's going to be broken up, and maybe got to put that one in there a little bit quicker. Floated up there too much. Casey is going to rebound. He's going to knock through that field goal, so it's going to be 14-10. But Nebraska still with the lead and still with a dominant rushing attack. And there goes the running backs going for a massive gain already in 100-yard territory for Dante Dowdle, as there goes Raiola getting sacked, and 2 guys converged on him. It's 2nd down and really long, and there's going to be a flag on the play now, and this one, it's going to turn 2nd and 20 into second down and 30. They were able to get a short gain on second down, but it's 3rd and 24 for Dylan Raiola trying to run out this clock. They're just going to hand the football off, and they're going to make us burn a timeout here. But we're going to get a minute to play and the football in solid field position. 2nd down and 4. Beckett's going to roll. He's going to run it, and Beckett's got the first down and could have maybe got a little bit of extra yards, but he prioritized getting to the sidelines, getting out of bounds, and with 45 seconds to play, throwing underneath. There's Alejandro Easy. He gets out of bounds, and Beckett now at the 40-yard line. Going to go for Tank Cherry, just racking up completions and first downs now at the 30-yard line. Could get into field goal range. I think we would be able to hit from here, but we're going to get a lot closer with Alejandro Easy getting it to the 15. Now we're at the 10-yard line, under 20 seconds to play. Beckett, he wants a touchdown. He's looking, he's scanning, he's throwing, and that ball's going to be caught out of bounds. Almost an interception, but instead we'll just keep it on a triple option, and the ball gets sent back flying, and Nebraska's going to scoop it up, and now you got to take him down. He breaks a tackle. Beckett's chasing him, and Josh Beckett can't bring him down. Someone bring him down. He's rumbling inside the 20-yard line, and Baylor survives a heart attack to end the first half. It's 14-10, and it's been a wild one here in Nebraska, but they are in a fight against the top 5 team in the nation. Raiola hands it, and breaking out to the outside. These outside stretch runs have been killing us so far, and the Huskers are content to just run this football right into the heart of the defense, knowing that we just are not as talented as the team across from us. But Baylor shoots the gap there and gets a stop on 3rd down. So a big one, and a field goal try is no good. Both kickers have now missed, and Baylor has the football down by 4, throwing one, and that's going to be Trey Bender with it, and he makes a play on offense. We got the football now in enemy territory, handoff, and that's going to be Tavoris Jones, but a flag is down. Camera pans to Fano. He's had a little bit of a rough start to the season. He was so good last year, but he's going to send us back now. It's 3rd and 14, and we just try a little draw play to maybe sneak into field goal range, and that doesn't happen. Now Nebraska takes over. We can't capitalize on the missed field goal, and after a big run here, a flag is going to be out, so now we catch a little bit of a break, and this big run is going to be coming back, and Nebraska now has got to deal with a 3rd down and 8. They fought themselves back into 3rd and manageable, and taking a shot there. He hangs on. Raiola fitting into a tight window, and Dante Dowdle breaking through, and Dowdle's had a massive gain. It's 3rd down and 11, and that's going to be intercepted, and look who it is. It's Ryan Yates, the transfer safety, stepping in, replacing Devin Bobby, and in the 4th quarter, Baylor's got an opportunity. They need to capitalize this time as Alejandro Easy gets out of bounds. We are past the 40-yard line, 7 minutes to play, throwing one there, and that's going to be Tyree Dobbins to the 45-yard line. We're in enemy territory. Now Beckett, play action. He's rolling right, and he's throwing one deep, back of the end zone, and it's broken up. Close to having that one, but it's 2nd down and 10. Beckett to throw it. In the face of pressure, he floats one up for Tank Cherry, and he's got it! Tank Cherry with the biggest play of his young career, and now we go play action in the red zone. Throwing one underneath, and that's going to be caught. That's going to be J.D. Gibbs inside the 10-yard line, and now with a man in motion, handoff to Tavoris Jones, and Jones gives us the lead. Baylor is winning this game right now, and can they survive? They've held this Nebraska offense despite everything, despite the great ground attack of Dowdle. Just 14 points on the board, and now Beckett is watching from the sidelines as Raiola's launching deep, and it's incomplete. Baylor has the stop. They got the football with under 4 to play. Pressure is in, incomplete. It's 3rd down and 11 now, and we're just going to set up the screen, try to make sure we can at least keep this football in play and run some clock, and now they're going to get the football in great field position. We also have a freshman punter, got to keep that in mind. Dowdle has it at the 40-yard line. It's 1st down and 10 now. Raiola throwing underneath, that's going to be caught. Now they're close to the 30-yard line. We cannot let them get into the end zone here. At least force the field goal. Give us an opportunity with the football and trying to win this game in regulation. Throwing one, and that's going to be caught over the middle, and that's Malachi Coleman inside the 10. Handoff to Dowdle. He can't get it. It's 3rd and goal now. Raiola with a shot to take the lead here. Pressure gets in, and he's getting chased, and Raiola gets rid of it, but it's incomplete. It falls harmlessly to the ground, and Baylor forces the field goal. It is good. They bent, they didn't break, and now an opportunity to try to win this game, and there goes Tavoris Jones on a big big run, and Jones out of bounds at about midfield. We're close to field goal range. Beckett to throw it. He's going to load up and launch one deep. J.D. Gibbs, and that's going to be caught. J.D. Gibbs, how did he make that grab? Beckett now is just going to keep it, and they are in for the touchdown. Baylor leading, 60 seconds to play just about. Raiola's got to go in a game-tying drive now, and can the defense hold them? Raiola to throw it, he's going to go take a shot. Bender swats it away. It's 3rd down and 10. Raiola to throw it, nickel blitz set in, and he's going to get the pass completed out in the spot where the nickel blitz, so it's going to be at the 40-yard line just about. 2nd down and 10, 40 seconds to play. He's taking a shot for Coleman. Bender swats it, and Malachi Coleman, he caught it off the tip. It's a touchdown, Nebraska. Are you kidding me? And Nebraska, an extra point away from tying it. Malachi Coleman, you got good coverage there. Bender did his job, but it fell right into his hands, and now little time to play and 30 seconds to go. Can Baylor come up with another miracle level play like that J.D. Gibbs when they get the 1st down there? And 1st down stops the clock, 17 seconds to play. Beckett, he's going to throw it. He's got time, and he's going to go for Tank Cherry. That ball too high. It takes him out of bounds. 3rd down now. Just 10 seconds to play. Blitz is in. He's just got to get rid of it, but now you're in Hail Mary range. Unfortunately, a holding's going to set us back, and now we got 1 play left, and he's going to get hit as he's thrown. It's incomplete, and we're going to overtime. These two teams aren't done yet, and they are having a Game of the Year candidate early on, and the coin toss now is going to see Nebraska take it, and Baylor's offense is going to have to go check out onto the field first and trying to avoid a 3 and out already. 3rd down and 4. They're going to float one outside, and that's going to be incomplete. Baylor's going to try to send the field goal unit out. Casey will knock it through, but now they got to keep him out of the end zone. Is 3 points going to be enough? Raiola throwing one, and he's already got it inside the 10. Now it's goal to go. 6 yards is separating Nebraska from avoiding this upset, and they get it closer. Now they're at about the 1-yard line. 3rd down and goal, but Alexander Durant makes the big play, and they stop him. Durant single-handedly extended this game. 27-27, Dowdle. He's going to get stopped in the backfield. Baylor's run defense starting to come alive a little bit here. 2nd and 11, throwing one short, and it's going to be 3rd down and long. Raiola, he's going to roll right into a sack, and Darren Agu sacks him, and now the field goal try is going to be up and good, but Baylor can win it right now. Beckett, he's going to go play action. And he's got time. He's going to run. He's going to try to create something. He's going to get sacked. Just nowhere to go, though. And now it's backed up. 2nd down and long. Beckett's going to keep it, though, and he finds a hole. And Beckett, he's going to get all those yards back and more. 3rd down and 3. And now man in motion. He's going to go to a little shovel option. And he's going to go for the 1st down. He's got a nice spot. And now at the 15-yard line, 15 yards away. Can we pull it off? Beckett's being chased. He's running way far back. He's going to get rid of it. It's 3rd down now. 3rd and 10. Beckett, and the pressure's getting in. He's hit as he's thrown. And now the field goal to send this to a 3rd overtime. And Casey kick is up, and it hits the upright. It's no good, and Baylor loses the game. Nebraska celebrates. They storm the field and survive a ridiculous overtime game, and Casey just doinked the upright, and it's no good. Baylor goes down, and Dylan Raiola and Nebraska are going to survive on their quest for a national championship. And that was one of the craziest games that we have seen from Baylor, and it's one of the craziest games you'll see all season. And Baylor just so close. They had it, and they couldn't convert on 3rd down, but you had the chance to send it into a 3rd overtime. Gibbs with a crazy catch at the end, the tip to Coleman. We caught some bad breaks. We played well enough to win, but we were just not quite good enough to get the job done there. We gave it all we had in that game, just wasn't enough, and we fall out the top 25. We're not too far out, though. Yet, it's still a little disappointing to see it come to an end that quickly. I think there is an argument to be made that we maybe shouldn't have dropped out, even though we lost. Yeah, I mean, you put up that big of a fight against the top 5 opponent in the nation, and if a couple of breaks fall your way, a tip touchdown doesn't happen at the end, you don't miss a field goal in overtime, maybe we would have won that game. Regardless, though, we're still pretty happy, 2-1, and very close to 3-0 and shocking the nation. Recruiting's going pretty well. Recruits are loving what they're seeing from this Baylor team, and I don't even know if we've put it all together quite yet. I still feel like there's a little bit missing from this team right now. The running game's doing spectacular, but I feel like the passing game's been a little up and down, though Beckett kept it clean last game and had some really nice plays. We're going into our final non-conference game and the final game of this video. We're at home, back at home after a 2-game road trip, and we're taking on UNLV, another really nice team. This is a pretty tough non-conference schedule. Utah was really talented, obviously Nebraska, and UNLV, one of the better group of 5 teams in the country. So we didn't give it an easy schedule. We didn't give ourselves a cupcake run, and it's going to be tough here. Both teams are 2-1. Who will go to 3-1? Baylor starts with the football, and it's going to be a flag down. Bo Wentworth getting a nice run, but this one's going to be coming back. And unfortunately, you run the ball as much as we do, you're going to have some great run blocking, but you're going to have some bad plays like that. And the drive now, 3rd down and long, it's going to be derailed with that holding penalty, and now we're going to have to punt the football away. And UNLV going to have it, already fielding it in our territory, but they're going to have a lot of room here, and UNLV is going to have the ball to start inside the 30-yard line. So a great starting field position, a great start in general for them, as Gale Ochoa, the quarterback, is going to be handing the football off, and that's Jaden Thomas, and he's going to get stopped 3rd down and 7. Ochoa to drop to throw it, and he's got a lot of time in the pocket, but the check down underneath was what was open, hits off a lineman, and the Rebels are going to get a field goal to start off. So quick lead for UNLV as Baylor takes the football back, and let's try to get a drive that doesn't get derailed by a holding penalty, as Tavoris Jones has it out of the backfield, caught for the 1st down, spreading the field now. It's already 3rd down, as it's going to be Beckett over the middle, up the seam, and there's Tank Cherry, and Tank Cherry on the run inside the 10-yard line, and that's a lot of yards for Tank Cherry, who's really emerging right now, as Beckett gets sacked on 2nd down. We're going to go to 3rd and goal now, and Beckett has got a long way to the end zone, and he's running around, tracking back and throwing a deep bomb, and just threw it up there for anybody to grab. No one catches it, and Baylor's going to settle for the field goal, and we'll make this one at least. It's 3-3, and UNLV takes over now with a proper possession to try to go down the field, as they got handed the football in great territory last time, but they are driving down already, midfield just about, and Thomas gets stopped in the backfield. Nice job there. 3rd down and 5, and it's going to be a handoff. Thomas, he's got a lane, and he's got the 1st down. Really just want to get better with our run defense, and if it can improve in this game, some changes might need to be made, and that's just bad open field tackling, and 2 guys miss. Thomas gets it to the 15, and we are just about frustrated with this lack of run defense, as Ochoa, just so much time in the pocket, he's going to tuck and run. He's in, and UNLV has got a 10-7 lead. Tavoris Jones on the option. It's going to get us a 1st down, but Baylor now, they got to respond here in the 2nd quarter. Beckett to throw it, and he's got a shot deep. There's J.D. Gibbs, and Gibbs has got it. J.D. Gibbs, touchdown, 70 yards, and he's following up nicely after that incredible grab against Nebraska, and he started slow in the first 2 games, but he has come on strong in these last 2, as Thomas on the outside. He's got great speed, and there goes Thomas down the sidelines, and Baylor finally catches him. Bender had to come across the field to bring him down, and now Ochoa, he's going to throw one over the middle. That's intercepted, and it's Steve Clinton, the box safety linebacker hybrid player, and he's going to get us the football back. So 10-10 now, as Beckett's going to step up. He's going to run it, and he gets brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They might have ruled that a sack, but it's going to be 3rd down regardless, as Beckett, he's going to step up. He's got nowhere to go with the football, but a lot of time he's just going to run it. He gets the 1st down, but he gets lit up, and a fumble, and Baylor's turnover is all for nothing. UNLV gets it right back where they were, and Thomas has it inside the 10-yard line, and Baylor is struggling right now against this team. They're in a battle against this UNLV team who's got a touchdown. It's 17-10. Got to do something here before the half, as Beckett's going to throw one for Dobbins. He's got it. 1st down and 10. Play action. Beckett's going to go left, and he's going to be running backwards now. Now he's going upfield, and he's got a lot of room. Beckett, he's going to throw it on the run, and that's going to be Tavoris Jones down the field. What a play from Beckett. And now he's got this team set up inside the 25-yard line. Throwing one up up top for Tank Cherry, who brings it down. Goal to go. Under a minute to play. Beckett's going to try to run it, and he's got it to the 3-yard line. Third down and goal now. Beckett's going to throw it, trying to go quick. Just too late, though. It's 4th and goal, and the offense is staying out there, going for it, trying to tie this game. Beckett is going to throw one into traffic. It's incomplete, and the half comes to an end. Baylor's losing, as that's going to be a nice stop there on 2nd down. But now 3rd down set up. Ochoa going over the middle. That's going to be caught for the 1st down. And Baylor, are they going to go down by 2 scores to this UNLV team, especially with what happened last week? They played so well against Nebraska, and now we're struggling against UNLV. Seems like we're playing at the level of our competition. We'll play as good as the top 5 team, but now we're coming out here, and even though UNLV is a really nice team, we are expected to do a little bit more than what we're doing right now. As Thomas gets the 1st down, it's going to be a flag, though, so this one's coming back. Baylor catching a bit of a break there, but if you get a big run, it's probably because someone held anyway. So 2nd down and long. Ochoa to throw it. He's going to go underneath. That's going to be caught, and it's going to set them up in 3rd down. A lot more manageable, but still 3rd and 7, not easy. Ochoa, he's going to get hit as he's throwing, and that's going to be caught for the 1st down, and more. Couldn't get him down. Touchdown! UNLV's up 14 points. Now Baylor's got to make a comeback halfway through the 3rd quarter. We get it to JD Gibbs with a catch and run, and that's going to get us past midfield. But this offense needs to do something. If the defense can't get stops, the offense needs to come out here, not turn the football over. We need some big plays, and that's going to be a big run there. Tavoris Jones gets us to the 34-yard line. Sprint out pass. It's going to be Tank Cherry, and he's going to get us to 3rd and 2 now. And with Tavoris Jones in the backfield, we're going to hand it to him, and Jones, he's got the 1st down. Nice play there as we keep on moving. 3rd quarter winding down a little bit. Play action as it's going to be Beckett. A lot of time. Beckett gonna stop, throw it for easy. Back corner. Touchdown in between 2 defenders. And Alejandro Easy with the touchdown. And we got it to a 1-score game. Baylor needed that one badly, but now they got to come out with a stop here as breaking a tackle on the bubble screen, and they're already in enemy territory. It's going to be Ochoa to throw. It's 2nd down, going to be over the middle, and 2 guys converge but can't get him down. 4th quarter is upon us. Baylor got it now to a 3rd down and 1. Can they get off the field here? 2 backfields in the formation. They get it out on the blitz. They beat the blitz. And now inside the 15 they go, and they're in position to take this 2-score lead. It's 3rd down. Can we at least keep them out of the end zone? Yes, we can. Field goal try on the way. 8 minutes to play. And the kick, it's no good. And we catch a break that we needed badly. Baylor now 2nd down and 8. Can they go on a game-tying drive? Tyree Dobbins for the 1st down. Baylor with 2nd and 2 in the pistol formation. They're going to hand it off. And there goes Tavoris Jones with a cut left. And he's got the 1st down. And closing in on midfield. 1st and 10 now, handed off to Tavoris Jones again. And there goes Jones with a nice run inside the 40-yard line. And now with just about over 5 minutes to play, it's going to be play action. And Beckett's going to roll, going to throw it, and that's going to be caught for the 1st. Trey Bender coming in, playing a few snaps and getting himself inside the 20-yard line. 1st down, Baylor trying to tie this one up. It's going to be 3rd down, throwing one underneath. That's going to be caught, and we got it inside the 10. There we go. 2nd down and goal. Under 3 to play. This has been a long drive. Beckett gonna throw one. He was patient, didn't force it, and gets us a little bit closer. 3rd down and goal now. Beckett, he's gonna roll. Is he gonna run it? He's got room, and he's gonna do it. That's gonna be a touchdown, and Baylor's tied it up. Down 14, and now they turn to the defense. Can they make a play? They try with a little trickery, and that's going to get blown up by Pemba. And Pemba with a massive play, and now Ochoa trying to get ahead of the stakes is 3rd down and 5. Can we get off the field here? Ochoa, he's going to run it. He's going for the marker. He's close. He didn't get it, though. Timeout Baylor, and the punt. We get a 3-and-out, and it's a bad punt. We're going to call fair catch. Bender has it, and we're going to have great field position. Minute to play. It's going to be a throw under pressure. There's Tank Cherry trying to get his blocker out in front, and Tank Cherry has it inside the 35-yard line. Timeout used, and now it's going to be a run from Beckett. We're in field goal range, but we're trying to get closer, and Beckett inside the red zone, and we have a spot to try to come out here and kick this game-winning field goal. 3rd down now, and we're running this clock. UNLV could do nothing to stop us. 4th down, clock is run down. Final play, field goal is good. And Baylor survives a scare here. We were down 14 in the second half, but we did what we needed to do. The offense really picked things up at the end of the game. I thought they looked a lot better once it really got serious. Once we were threatened with genuinely losing that game, the offense, got a little bit more serious. The defense, even though we got a little help with a missed field goal, they did their job. Once we got down by 14, 0 points allowed, and then the offense came out there, scored 17 unanswered, and we got out of there with a 3-1 record in our non-conference schedule. And realistically, that's about as good of a result as we could have hoped for from our non-conference schedule. Obviously, we weren't favorites in that Nebraska game, but if we were going to go out there in those 4 non-conference games, come out 3-1 with our only loss being to that top 5 Nebraska team, we're pretty happy with that. Even though we still have some things to figure out. The run defense still isn't good, and I think some changes will need to be made going into Big 12 play. But as we focus now on what's in front of us and our recruiting, we have our first commit in Joey Salem. He's a guy who's a pretty well-rounded safety. We're happy to have him, 4-star gem. He can tackle a little bit, he can cover a little bit, has solid athleticism, decent size at the free safety spot. He's just a very well-rounded, nice player who provides us nice upside in the future for the safety position. And after our bye week goes through, we will be heading into Big 12 play. But things are looking good on the recruiting front. Sean Wade, who's an absolute special player at receiver, we're potentially going to be able to win him. And the 5-star running back Maggio, we're going to be close to potentially winning him, and that would be awesome to have. And then when we go through the top 25, Nebraska's still doing their thing. Fortunately, it wasn't enough to get us into the top 25, but we're still happy with how everything went down in this video. Amazing game against Nebraska. Some things will need to be changed to help this run defense out, but regardless, I think this team performed very well balanced. I mean, look at the receiving. Like, it's just 4 guys, all very equal. Very good stuff from spreading the football around, getting a lot of playmakers involved. I think this team has a lot of potential to compete maybe for the Big 12 this season. But I hope you guys all enjoyed. Let me know what you think of how everything turned out. If this team could really compete for the Big 12 at 3-1, were we impressive in our games? Were we a little disappointing in some of our outings? What can this team really accomplish? All likes, comments, subscribes, much appreciated. Let's continue to get this series out. And I'll see you guys all when we start a Big 12 play in the next one.